Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Comfort Fedoke.
Do you have anyone who inspires you to dance?
So, um, I lost my father 2 years ago. He brought me to be curious about so many things and so many forms of art and so many different styles. And it's deeply influenced the way that I move today. So I would not be able to move like this without him.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that story with us.
I just ended up getting a call from my agent asking if this was. I see that So You Think is coming back, and that a lot of the producers had my name in the running to be a judge. And I think the last time I feel like was on So You Think, I think the last time I had already like parted ways in the sense of like being an all-star, because I came on the show each year and I was just like moving on from like doing a lot of different things since I've just been working on other stuff. And obviously I'm living in London now, so it was a great opportunity for the show to have switched up and changed around, and out of nowhere just came back, and producers asked me if I would be interested in coming back as a judge, and I was like, absolutely, because it feels really full circle and it makes more sense with me in that position at this point in my life.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good.
Right now, I think the joy has been hitting me mentoring, and like judging and being in that space, because it's like I've done so much in my career and I am still continuing. I still find joy in dance. I dance to myself as much as possible because that is my release therapy. So dance is always going to be something that I do for myself and for other projects that come into play. But in my position within how So You Think makes me feel, I love the idea of mentoring and judging and being in a different space where I can actually let the contestants know that I was there before and know exactly what that feels like, and be able to communicate that from experience. And so I think that's what brings me so much joy at this point, especially with So You Think.
The way you started it was like liquid, and I just felt the tide. I felt the energy just kept building up until you got into a bit of your bone breaking, but yet it still had grace in it. It was lovely.
Like we're in Atlanta, so everything's like, like it's been a very interesting idea in the sense of the show is going to be based upon not only like the contestants like dances and different, I guess, genres that's being thrown at them, but it's going to be based upon how they work in the industry. Are they people that you can actually hire on a job, on a music video, on a Broadway, to do a halftime show? There's going to be a lot of different challenges that are going to be thrown their way. And the choreographers get to have a little bit more fun when it comes down to creating scenarios that they would actually have to deal with in a real life and reality in the dance world. And then along with that, it's going to be even more interesting, which is a little juicy, that they're going to be also putting a reality part of it. So you're going to actually see a little bit behind the scenes of their living situations and how they actually live together, and how they actually connect with each other. Do they clash? Do they have a morale with each other? How do they get ready for these competitions and these challenges? What are they like, their pet peeves? What are the things that they get ready to do? And so you get to kind of see the inside of what these dancers have to go through when they actually have to do these challenges and or do these specific auditions. I think what's going to be exciting is you're going to see some familiar faces and some new faces, and also there are going to be some choreographers brought in that are actual like people who I look up to in the industry, that brought me on and that I've worked with consistently on certain jobs and music videos and things like that, that are legends in the industry that most people don't even know. Like I call them ghostwriters of the artists, because a lot of people don't know, like a lot of choreographers are the reason for some of these artists to be, mogul in their ways of like artistry. And they'll be bringing some choreographers in that have done some incredible work. I think that's what's going to be very interesting about the show this year, is that you're going to see some familiar faces that people obviously want to see. But since these are different challenges, it's not about just creating a piece that just be two people on stage on a So You Think You Dance stage. Is going to be about really seeing how they work on a music video. And you're going to have to work with this choreographer who's worked with all of these artists. And how would you put this music video together? You're going to have to work with this true Broadway, choreographer who works on Broadway right now, how would you do a Broadway show? Like how they'll set this entire scene up so that we can truly see who are we able to pick immediately right now to jump on a job, because that's the whole point. After the lights and glamour is over, can you actually work in the industry and be adaptable in certain circumstances that will be thrown at you? So you should tune in to So You Think You Can Dance, because it's going to be a show stopper, and I don't even say that lightly. It's going to be something different. You're not going to see some of these things coming, some amazing dancers, but also some amazing challenges for people to truly know what it is to be a dance artist. So tune in Monday, March 4th from like 9 to 10 Eastern time. And I really hope that you guys understand what it is to be a dance artist. Hey, what's up? My name is Comfort Fedoke, and you've just been buzzed.